memory was a bruise, thrumming with quiet heat. Her eyes, the way they locked onto mine, right there in all that noise, as if the entire room had simply disappeared. "Can we go someplace alone?" she'd whispered, and my heart, it just stopped. A hard, sudden clench that stole my breath. That kind of thing didn't happen to Jake Mercer, an insurance salesman from Tucson. My world was small. A one-bedroom apartment with thin walls, a squeaking Honda Civic, a life carved carefully into safe, predictable lines. 2 years earlier, Mia had looked at me and said the truth. I didn't want to hear. "You're too comfortable being average. Good isn't enough for me." She left, chasing fire, and I stayed behind, numb, telling myself safety was enough. That Saturday in October, I was only at that Scottsdale charity auction because Frank from the office made it mandatory. My navy suit felt like a costume. The air was thick with money, ambition, perfume, suffocating. I stood there nursing a glass of water, pretending to care about a painting of crashing waves. When I saw her, Linda Castellano, Mia's mother, the woman who used to serve pot roast with that warm, steady smile. But this Linda, she was different. Shoulders tight, eyes red-rimmed. Richard, her powerful husband, nowhere in sight. I told myself to look away. This wasn't my storm. Then she pressed a hand to her mouth. A silent gasp, and something inside my chest twisted. I moved before I could think. "Mrs. Castellano." My voice came out soft, almost an intrusion. She flinched, then recognition, tired, bloomed across her face. "Jake, are you okay?" The smudged mascara, the slight tremble in her hand, answered before she did. "Do I look okay?" she said, sardonic, but so fragile underneath. When she spoke about Richard's endless meetings, her voice carried the same hollow ache I'd lived with after Mia. We stood there, 2 small islands of quiet pain, surrounded by champagne laughter. Then her gaze settled on me, heavy, searching. "Jake," she said, her voice dropping to almost nothing. "Can we go someplace alone?" Every warning bell in my head screamed at once. Mia's mother, married, twice my age. The safe, steady Jake inside me recoiled. "I don't think that's a good idea," I said, too fast. Her face didn't twist in anger. It just felt a deep, quiet hurt. "I'm not trying to do anything wrong," she insisted, voice cracking. "I just need to breathe. I can't go home yet." I was torn. The walled-off part of me begged to run, but the numb part, the part Mia once called average, felt something flicker, something warm, dangerous. "I'm sorry," I managed, the words heavy, painful. "I can't take you somewhere alone." She nodded slowly, like she'd already known. "That makes sense," she said quietly. "You were always the responsible one." Responsible. Mia's old word for boring. It still stung. I just didn't know who else to ask. Her voice sounded so empty. "Why me?" I asked. Almost a whisper. She met my eyes. "Because you see people, even when you pretend you don't." The words hit like cold water, exposing something I'd tried to hide. Her phone buzzed. Richard. The softness vanished. Shoulders squared, face hardened. I should go. She turned, then stopped. Looked back. "For what it's worth." "Jake?" Her voice low, almost tender. "Mia was wrong about you. You are not ordinary. You're just scared to be anything else." And then she was gone, leaving her words burning in the air behind her. Scared. That night, my apartment felt smaller, quieter, tighter. Around midnight, my phone lit up. Unknown number. I stared at it, the screen glowing like a door to everything I'd tried to keep out. "Hello." A soft inhale on the other end. "It's Linda." Her voice was quieter, more fragile. "I'm sorry to call so late. I shouldn't have asked you that tonight. You were right to say no." My throat closed. "Are you okay?" A long, thin pause. "No," she whispered. And in that one small word, the ground beneath me shifted. If I answered the way my heart suddenly wanted to, nothing in my careful little life would ever be the same again.